Welcome back everyone to Minecraft 1.8, yeah, whatever it's called. So, done quite a bit of mining, a mix of caving and branch mining, and I kind of wish I'd separated these out so I could see what exactly I got. Copper is noticeably a bit on the short sides, probably because I've spent a lot of time pretty far down below where copper would normally spawn. Let's see, silver and lead, I've got almost as much of as tin, but that could be because I was branch mining around diamond level. Zinc, not a lot, but that spawns high. Aluminum, pretty good amount. Nickel, not much. Might actually need to increase that a little bit. And 7 platinum ore, which I think is okay, maybe even a little bit too high. One strange thing is I found a total of 10 blocks of chaos ore scattered across 3 different veins, and normally the vein size for chaos ore is around 20 blocks or so. And look at all these diamonds. Why so many diamonds? I only increased it to 3 or 4 veins per chunk, which I thought was kind of the standard for modded Minecraft, but this seems like too much. So, I don't know. Yeah, and the gold too, look at all that gold. I don't know, maybe you know, having the same settings in vanilla is not quite the same as having them in thermal expansion. But whatever, I'll keep messing around with it a bit. So, I've also found, that is not the right chest, I found 2 small veins of sheep ore, and I've got 26 mutton from that. And it kind of seemed weird because they were just one chunk apart, which it must be just a very crazy coincidence there. I believe I currently have the meat ore set to spawn in about 1 out of every 20 to 30 chunks, so they're pretty rare, but they're pretty large veins. And rabbit ore, I got 8 rabbit feet out of that one kind of medium-ish sized vein, so definitely need to turn those down. I mean, how many rabbit feet do you need, really? It's just for the potion of leaping, pretty much. And 39 raw rabbit, that's not bad. I've actually gone through a lot of my fish. And I've tried the bacon rolls from the fast food mod. You cut a pork chop into 3 bacon, and you cook those, and then you combine them with these rolls, which are 2 wheat. And I thought maybe these would be like really awesome, but each one only restores 1.5 hunger, which still seems a little low, even considering that 3 of these comes from just 1 pork chop. So, I don't know, I feel like that needs a bit of a buff, but whatever the mod maker wants to do. So let's see, this is just for cobblestone. I have actually made 2 diamond pickaxes. This is my second one because I haven't found enough chaos ore to make a good gem pickaxe. And I've found so many diamonds. So let's see, I have removed Waila. It was causing the weird rendering issues with the sky, so I'm going to wait a bit on Waila. I don't really need it right now anyway. There is something from NEI where you could press, I thought it was 0 on the numpad. Yeah, there we go. To bring this up, but if you look at redstone ore with this activated, it will crash the game, so I don't recommend using this. It's a little bit funny. Oh, it's kind of interesting how, look, see how it's flashing? Looking at the grass, it's actually showing different seeds for just a split second. I don't know how well that's picking up on video. I guess it's going by what the block drops when you mine it, instead of what the block actually is. Okay, so I've done a bit of research on the rabbits. Apparently you can breed them with carrots and dandelions, and both of those will make them follow you. And apparently there's such a thing as a killer bunny too, which has red horizontal eyes and is completely white, as opposed to this guy here. So maybe we'll see a killer bunny sometime. That could be kind of funny. Oh, and I still need to fix the glow roses. I keep putting that off. I should really go do that. I don't know why. It's mostly because of my ideal for a fix. I don't know if it'll even work. My ideal is to just rewrite the class from scratch, because it's a pretty old object, the glow roses. I added them a long time ago. I think it's been at least a year. You know, I was actually just looking at GitHub for Silence Gems and looking back, and I was like, huh, when did I add lamps? And I scrolled down and down and down, finally found added lamps 6 months ago. I was like, what? 6 months ago? How has it been that long? Time really flies. So these tomatoes here, they're from the fast food mod too, and I don't think there's really anything you could do with them aside from eat them directly, and they only give half a hunger bar. I don't know, maybe there's something you can do with them, maybe it's just something that you can do in the future. I don't know, there's not a lot of stuff in this mod, and the texture for the tomatoes looks kind of weird. It looks more like an apple to me, but okay. And, I mean, there's some stuff in here that doesn't show a recipe, like the grated cheese, but I imagine that has something to do with this grater, just to, you know, go with logic. And I don't have inventory tweaks right now, so I've just got stuff kind of... I'm just organizing stuff manually, basically. Which is why I've got, you know, these ores spread out a little bit, so if I come back with a bunch of an ore, I can just shift click it into place, as long as it doesn't overflow what I've got. Which I should probably have 2 chests at this point, one for the ores, one for something else. So another idea I had for the Fun Ores mod is maybe add a furnace that will not quite double ores, but give you extra, like maybe give you a random number of nuggets, maybe an average of 4 or 5, so you get like roughly an ingot and a half per ore. And that might be a pretty cool thing to do. I don't think it'd be too hard. I mean, it would... I was thinking of making it just work like a normal furnace, so that'd be pretty easy to do. So, something else I have taken a look at doing is I finally got around to making some bows and gems, and they're all in a weird order because they were added after this world was created. It's one of the little annoying things about 1.7 and 1.8, but just have to live with it. So these don't have any tiers. They're all just kind of a middle tier in between the regular and the supercharged tools. So they require regular gems, but they need the ornate sticks, and this gilded string stuff is just gold nuggets and strings. That's oh, that's actually supposed to make 3, not 1. I'm gonna have to go fix that and the localizations. They're not currently animated. I haven't gotten around to making all those textures. I mean, I already had to make 12 textures just for the regular bows, and I'm gonna have to make 36 more. So that's it's something that's very unfortunate about this mod. It's like add 1 item, add 12 textures. It's a bit annoying. So I could make one of these, I suppose. I actually need to smelt up some gold first, but I should probably be doing that anyway. I thought I left some iron in there, but maybe I took it out already. Guess I did. And I'll need to smelt up some of this stuff as well to make those sticks, which I was actually thinking of changing the recipe for the ornate sticks. That gives you 8 instead of 4. I mean, they are kind of expensive. So let's see, what else? I'll need a bit of iron, not much. Some kind of gems, I'll just go with rubies. Oh right, I have to refine this stuff as well. Oh, that means I need 8. Well, okay, I have 10 ores, I can do it. Just barely. You can have... Can you? No, you can't use ladders as fuel. What is that nonsense? Okay, so that should be enough gold. I just need to wait for this stuff to finish cooking. And I just realized another little problem. I need 8 just to process any. Maybe I should change that so that you can process any amount. Would that be hard to do? I don't know. It's very unfortunate that I found so little chaos ore. It's very weird, too. It shouldn't be doing that. Ore generation is something that's really, really hard to test because there's just so much randomness involved that it really takes a lot of time to pin down ore generation properly. But that's one reason I'm playing this so much right now. I need to get all this tested so that this mod will have, you know, a pretty good default config whenever I decide to release the beta to the public. Alright, well I guess I'm gonna go do some more caving or something. Oh, I wish I could do something with all this XP. I have 33 levels, but guess there's not really anything I can do. I guess I can just go ahead and make a full suit of armor to protect myself, although I haven't had any trouble so far. I don't think I've died once on this mod pack yet, and I think I'm playing on hard. Yeah. Oh, and I also found out that the F3 screen displays like your resolution, your graphics card, your drivers, and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about the brief interruption. So, I was going to say I switched my resolution to something a little bit more normal. I was using the weird one earlier because it was the default, I forget what they call it, dynamic super resolution that showed up in my video control panel. It was 2 times my normal resolution. This one's 1.78 times, which is kind of weird, but it works out to a well-known resolution, so that's cool. And I think it looks pretty good. Text is a little bit easier to read because it's not quite as crammed into a tiny space. And yet everything still looks pretty good. It's one reason that you would want to do this is to it like smooths out rough edges. Like there's not normally playing Minecraft you'd see a lot of jaggies on the blocks, like a stair-step pattern of the pixels, but with your resolution up really high, it's not nearly as noticeable. I can't even really see anything. Hey, I just found a bunch of pigs, and I'm sorry about the flickering trees over there. And pig ore as well, in the same spot. I guess some pigs have fallen and died in this ravine. Is that... No, wait, that's chicken. That looks like pig. Let's actually go check those out. I feel like I'm finding way too many of these meat ores. Like I said, ore generation is tricky. There's just so much randomness, it's hard to get it down. But that's why we test things, so... Seriously? Okay, so that... Pretty sure it's chicken. Yeah. It even says what it's gonna drop. It tells me what it's gonna drop. Wow, I can speak. Okay, let's aim for this. This is gonna be the pig, right? Yeah. It actually tells me what the ore is when I look at this, but it told me raw chicken up there. What? Zombie, why does the world not make any sense? Ooh, nice. Good stuff here. I was looking for a cave or something anyway. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and mine this on camera. See how big it is. So I've already mined 1. I counted 18 blocks, and that gave me 18 pork chops. Huh. Thought it was supposed to give a little bit more. I don't know, I might have to check that, but that's not bad. I mean, 1 per ore is probably good anyway, especially 18 in a vein, even though the veins are rare. And like I've said before, if you do use this mod, and whenever I release it, you can disable each individual ore if you want to, whatever you don't want in your world. So let's see, I should probably go back up and mine the chicken now. Guess I'll just have to pillar back up. Don't really have anything in this mod pack that I can use to fly at this point, except for the chaos gems. Really? Out of material? And I think those work. They were working in my development environment, so they probably work. Okay, and I'm gonna count the blocks. $53? How does this game work? I'm pretty sure I set the vein size to 17, but, what? Well, I got 1 chicken per ore, slightly less feathers, and 16 eggs. That's, I feel like the egg drops are pretty good. Feathers, maybe a bit excessive. And... I wish I could figure out what the deal with the vein sizes is. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it could be that 2 veins spawn side by side, but I mean, what are the chances of that? It's 1 in 20 chunks. So I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go down to this ravine, clean it out, and I'll come back if there's anything interesting. But I think I see some copper there. I do need more copper. Okay, so a little bit ago when I was exploring, I found these talismans here. Got a blank one, this mining talisman, and 2 normal rings, which I'm guessing I can't do anything with, really. They don't have recipes either. Okay, I just found these in a chest. The mining talisman, I'm a bit worried about that 0 there. I'm not quite sure what that means, but the last time I tried to use something that had a 0 on it, it just kind of vanished on me. So what does that go like here? Haste. For a very, very long time. Unless that... what does that even mean exactly? Does that mean I have it for 1.7 million minutes? Oh. Well, now it does that. What? That's... I feel like that's a little bit broken, but, like, does it work? Oh, wow. Look at how fast I'm moving when I'm placing the blocks. Wow! That's crazy. I like it. And, this is making little potion particle effects, unfortunately. I hate that, even though they're the ambient ones that are transparent, but... what can you do? Minecraft, right? I still need to find more stinking chaos ore. Might just have to do more branch mining. I can't seem to find any caves that go very deep. So I've had a little problem in the past with branch mining where I will, you know, go down one tunnel and I'm on my way back, you know, I'm running back, and then the tunnel on the opposite side is right ahead of me, and then I run down that tunnel, and then after a while I'm like, wait, this doesn't seem right. I passed the main tunnel. So this time I've decided to stagger the tunnels coming off the main branch, So far, I haven't had any trouble, because, you know, coming out of a tunnel, I just hit a wall instead of going into another tunnel. Amazing how simple that was. It's kind of funny, I've had all this wool in here for who knows how long, and yet I've never bothered to make a bed, and I really need one. Why don't I do that? That would make a lot of sense. So I'm just... getting ready to make an enchanting table here. I've got leather that I crafted from the rabbit hides. And I'll just put you here. Oh, it's kind of weird. It's like I'm standing on the bed. Backups every 30 minutes might be a little bit excessive. Oh, of course. Alright, well, I need to go hunt for some sugar cane, of course. So, it's a spider jockey. where it was. Now it's just a spider. Hey, it's some cow ore, I think. Yeah. So let's dig this out, count the blocks, see what we get. "66 blocks? What? Oh, this game. How does it make sense if you say spawn 20 blocks at the most and it spawns 66? Well, it could be that this chunk spawned when I was using an older config that was saying like to use 20 to 30 blocks. I think at one point I had it set something like 28. So maybe that's why I now have a stack of steaks. Oh, actually I have 67. I guess I miscounted. Got 36 leather. That's not enough for a full set of bookcases, but at least I don't think it is. That's a pretty good start. I've only found 3 sugarcane though, so I'm gonna have to wait for them to grow, I guess. And I found a lot of copper, just kind of diving into these little surface caves, so that's pretty much what I expected. I was just too far down before, that's why I didn't have much copper. It's good to know that bunnies and rabbits can live in peace. Actually, that doesn't really surprise me. I mean, I have a neighbor who has goats and chickens in the same pen. So, I guess goats... No, we need goats in Minecraft. Someone get on that. But yes, bunnies and chickens, they get along well, apparently. Now I just have to find my way home. I think I know where I am. Hey, this is actually where I found those talismans. It was in this little house thing. Well, I just found even more pork. I swear, I couldn't find this stuff anywhere in my development environment, and now it is like way too common. But that's why I'm testing this stuff before I release it. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Well, I counted 47 blocks there, but this is pretty close to home, so that's definitely got to be the one, or one of the ones that spawned early on before I tweaked the config. So, I don't know, I'm still thinking maybe 1 in 20 chunks is way too common. Because, you know, thinking about it now, there's 6 ores and each one spawns in 1 out of every 20 chunks, so technically you should find a meat or vein in 6 out of 20 chunks, so maybe I should decrease that. Although I'm not complaining about the free food, but maybe it should be like 1 in 30 or 1 in 40 or something like that. And as I've said before, it's all customizable, so if you like finding meat in your caves everywhere, you like eating pork chops that you dug out of the ground, that's cool. You can have that. And house is just right over there. I put up a pretty big pillar to kind of help me find it. Well, it's not right next to the house, but it's close enough. So I think I've probably got enough for an episode here. It should be like 25 minutes or so. I really wanted to make the bow to show it off, but I just can't seem to find any more chaos ore for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that, but I'm pretty sure when I was testing, I was finding lots. So, oh wow, I've got way too much iron here. I'll just put you here for now. Oh, I actually got a saddle from the pig ore. That's hilarious. Wow, so useful, especially considering the amount of horses I've found, which is roughly 0. Okay. Well, thanks for watching as always, and wow, organization. So, if you want to keep up with my videos, if you're liking what I'm doing, don't forget you can subscribe. And I will see you next time.